Do you smell it? Do you smell it? Can you smell it? I smell it right now. It's playoff baseball here on the Backyard Sports Center. Hey everyone, it's Alex once again. We have some very exciting playoffs for you this season. We are on, of course, season 13 of the rBBL, the Reddit Backyard Baseball League, and we have 3 leagues this year, 2 for Backyard Baseball 2001 and 1 for Backyard Baseball 2003. We are about to watch a 2003 game here, but before we do that, I'm going to very quickly take you through what these playoffs have been. So sorry about that. I have absolutely no idea what the heck is going on, but they decided, I don't know what happened there, but my thing just decided to goof up on me like this. If I switch to the screen, oh, there we go. That's what we needed. We just needed to get the audio. As you can see, it's even currently being updated right now as we speak. But as you can see here, we have a we got some huge, crazy names out here. That's because in 2001, in the 2001 and 2002 league, they were able to find a mod to make custom team names and custom colors and custom all that good stuff. So everyone was able to come up with their own team names. You see, obviously, Evil Rays, they were able to actually implement that into the game instead of actually it being the Devil Rays. You recognize AP's trademark team there. Of course, some people like to keep it classic. Lopez, Florida Marlins still say the same. The Green Reds still doing Green Reds things. As you can see, we got Bad Bunnies and Crazy Beers in one of the LCSs. That's going to go to a Game 3. You can take a look at those scores right there. Hoo boy. Though that is going to be a very fun Game 3 to watch. The Los Angeles Brats are the LCS champions on the other side of the bracket. Those are being coached by Season 5 BBOL champion Lil Waz 26. Speaking of which, Season 6 is about to start up. So hopefully we'll be able to see some games from that league as well. You see the Brats, the Los Angeles Brats, name, of course, coming from you-know-what. Beat PZ's Green Reds, told off the Green Reds, told them to beat it. I'm just going to stop talking. This is a great time. And Bad Bunnies is Viscery, and Crazy Beers is HC3. So that's your 2001 league. Let's go straight to the 2002 league. We have an LCS champion in the Spiffy Penguins and George Banuki over here. You can see there were a lot more. There's a lot more like creative names. There's not a single normal team in this 2002 league. Well, Humongous Hornets is technically a backyard baseball team, but there's no Major League Baseball teams that you can see here, which is crazy. You got Cleveland Rockers, Naptown 9, Grim Reapers, Atomic Oysters, which is ordinarily just a team you could play in the playoffs in the original game. But thanks to modding, we can make the Atomic Oysters playable. And you know what else? You know what I like? Elwood City Grebes. That is an Arthur reference for those who watched that show growing up. There was an episode where basically retelling how retelling how the Boston Red Sox curse was lifted, but instead of sweeping the Cardinals in 4 games, Johnny Damon hit a walk-off grand slam in Game 7, which that would have also been really cool to see. But, you know, sweeping the Cardinals is also a fun thing for people who aren't Cardinals fans. So that's your LCS. Spiffy Penguins with George Manucci wins that LCS. We're waiting on Ferb, Fletcher, and JR, the Grebes and Oysters respectively, to play their series. That should be a very fun series to watch as well. But that is not why we're here. Tonight, we are here because we are going to see who's going to win this DS game, this divisional series between PSanchez and the Houston Astros and returning champion, defending champion, CRK, and the Junior Bombers. As you can see, split 1 game apiece. They're going back to the dirt yards, and they are going to try and play for glory. They're going back to the Astro turf, or lack thereof, I guess. See who went. Elsewhere, we've got an LCS matchup of the Humongous Tigers and Visery and the Little Wombats and Deep. I'm just going to say Dep. And then the winner of this game, Astros Bombers, will play Sky and the Montreal Indians. So that is enough talking from me. What we are going to do now is we are going to get this game started for all of you. If I can get this bad boy running. There we go. There is our game right there for everyone to see. Before we get this game started, I will throw in a poll for everyone to vote who they think is going to win this ball game. Will the Astros take down the defending champions and face the Indians, the undefeated regular season Indians, or close to it, the 13-1 Indians, very dominant Indians, Indian baseball team before they became the Guardians. I need to very much make that clear in this day and age. Will they do that, or will the Bombers take their place and keep their hot streak going? We will find out momentarily, and by momentarily, I mean right now. This is my first cast with 3 monitors. Leading off for the Bombers is Richie Sexson, who hits an easy little line drive into center field. This might be a double for Sexson, not too fast, but should be able to stand down on second with an easy double. Meanwhile, AI, Pete Wheeler, is going to ground bunt out. A very weak hit that was. Meanwhile, real-life human Pete Wheeler is up for the Bombers. We're going to keep our attention on whoever is at bat. And that's a sharp line drive into center field again. This time a running catch. It's just CRK. Okay, I like saying the CRK. It's fun. CRK. It is CRK, for sure. For real and for true. Anyways, that's a line out. We got Earl Abbott, who swings and misses. That's going to be a little bit of a grounder towards Alex Rodriguez. It's off of his feet, and Earl Abbott is safe on first base. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I'm paying attention to the other side. Well, I don't have to, because Petra Chekhov is also up on this side. Petra Chekhov is a very, very decent hitter. As you can see by her AI counterpart, just ripping one down the line into left field. Arlene Perez is the AI pitcher for the Astros, as well as the normal pitcher for the Astros. This one's pretty low, but it's a good take by Chekhov. With 2 on and 1 out, a 3-0 count. I say give her the green light. She will hit it backwards, but the count is now 3-1. A good hitter's count right here. I said I was going to do a poll, but I am very, what's the word? I don't want to say intrigued. Invested. I'm very invested into what the outcome of this at-bat might be. At-bat. 3-2. 1 out. One of these days I'll learn how to speak right. And it's a walk for Petrochekhov. And up now is the very underrated Dmitry Petrovic. CRK immediately wants to swing for the fences. We'll take that pitch, though. The Astros are at bat now. Leading off is Star Moonbeam, the ever so quick Star Moonbeam. That's low for a strike. 1-2. Meanwhile, Petrovic is down in the count, 2 strikes. An outside hook. Moonbeam is going to strike out on a too high pitch. We'll bring up Arlene Perez. That one's hit pretty well into left field, but it is foul. Just down the line enough that it is foul. And the count remains 1-2. Perez looks at strike 2. Dimitri's got a 2-2 count with 3 on, 1 out. Those are both foul balls, so me having to call 2 in-play hits at once is going to have to wait for another chance. That is a true test of commentating. Swing and a miss. Arlene Perez falls for the crazy ball, but Dmitry Petrovic is not so swayed. Dmitry is going to ground out to... Oh, this is unfortunate. Derek Jeter was the shortstop there. He threw it home to get the runner Richie Sexton out, and then Petrochekhov, who is also slow, was thrown out from home to second, and that is a double play, which means the AI Astros have a power-up. Meanwhile, Richie Sexton is pitching for the Bombers. Let's take a little time right now to look at the Astros. Right now, Molly May is up. That's a strike. A very high strike, nonetheless. Petrochekhov is the AI pitcher for the Bombers. That might be more hittable. It is more hittable. Molly May hits his one into center field. Pete Wheeler running, makes the catch, out number 3, and now both teams are pitching. Not a whole lot of noise in the first inning. Woo. Richie Sexton will get Jeter to maybe ground out. Yeah, no. It seems like we have a little bit of some trickery here from Derek Jeter, but he will immediately be taken down at second base, out number 2. If you're wondering how good Richie Sexton is as a pitcher, I'm going to tell you right now. His stamina is 53, but he has a really good, I want to say that's a left hook. Is that a left hook? Oh, no, that is a slow ball. That is an 80 slow ball and an 80 right hook. There's that right hook on display for a strikeout, and the Bombers are back at it. Now we got Ham Porter, one of the many custom characters made for, you know, sometimes we will have a custom character. You know, in season 10, it was Ted Williams and Willie Mays. And this season, ooh, that's a shot into left field. Running back is Star Moonbeam at the track. She is going to stop at the track and make the catch for out number 1. We got R.D. Pimbleton, a decent batter. R.D. Pimbleton is. The Astros are also back up to bat, and Derek Jeter is going to lead things off in the bottom of the second. What can be said about Derek Jeter that hasn't already been said? And that is going to be an infield single for both R.D. Pimbleton and Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter ironically fielding that hit by R.D. Pimbleton. This is George Peterson. Call me Sir G, damn it. Anyone get that reference? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Nan Porter up for the Astros. Alexis Weiss up for the Bombers. Both with 1 on. One of them's going for a hit and run. Let's see if it works. Nan Porter's going to take an easy ground out to first, but Derek Jeter advances to second. Alexis Weiss is going to watch ball 2. It seems there's going to be another hit and run situation, this time for CRK. That one's fouled. 2-2 count. Frankie Holly is up for the Astros. A pretty decent hitter, Frankie Holly is. 86 power, but 24 contact. As you can see, as he fouled that one off. Alexis Weiss hits one deep. Moonbeam is going to run and make the catch. A diving stop by Star Moonbeam. What a catch. Not the best arm, but she can cover ground and cover ground good. That'll bring up Heidi Thurman. Trademark player for Coach CRK here. She was on the World Series winning team last year. Ooh, a little bit of running into each other, but Richie Sexton was able to make the catch. Now we got Reese Worthington. We got a boosted Reese Worthington. Slightly faster because Jeter is on the team. You know who else is better because Jeter's on the team? A-Rod. Know who's better because A-Rod's on the team? Jeter. I don't know. I guess they're friends. This is some serious foreshadowing by the wonderful developers of this game. They knew something. They straight up knew something. And we got Jacinda Smith up for the Astros. Looks to be a ground out for Heidi Thurman, and the Bombers are done after 2. Jacinda Smith might have a better chance here. Let's see. Ooh, it seems like Derek is going to do a little bit of a take there, but he's going to go back. And now the Astros are going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. This is a good not my pitch moment for PSanchez right now. Sexton with 2 strikeouts. That's pretty good. Swing. 2-2. 2 out and 2 out. That's high enough that it could be a strike, but it's not. Good take. Richie Sexton showing off his tallness to grab that line drive. That's a little bit of a blooper out into left field. Under it is Pimbleton. And it is off Pimbleton's glove. And that'll be the first run for the Astros. 1-0. One gets past Thurman. Reese Worthington's going to go over to third now. Thurman is smart. She will not risk the third base throw. So an RBI there for Jacinda Smith. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Star Moonbeam. That's a little bit of a blooper. Will Thurman get to it? No, she is quite slow. And the bases now are loaded for the Astros as the Bombers come back up in their top half of the third. That's a ground ball by Richie Sexton. The ever so slow Richie Sexton. Throw to first. It's just in time. Seems to be a little bit of a failed hit and run there. Reese probably could have made it. Reese is going to try and go for it. Oh, and Heidi Thurman just too slow. Reese Worthington once again steals home. If I had a nickel for every time Reese Worthington stole home in the playoffs on this Twitch channel, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right? And I will never do that impression ever again. Strike 1. Once again, both players are at bat. Earl Abbott's going to ground this one to A-Rod, who dives for it just too quick. Arlene Perez gets to hit this one to left field. Under it is Pimbleton. This time he will redeem himself and make the catch to keep any more bleeding from happening in this game. The Astros have a 2-0 lead. You know, I have learned doing stuff like this, you know, it's not just like, you know, fast-paced stuff. You know, in real life, you know, in the dead of the summer, you know, the commentators, they got to find some way to entertain themselves, you know? Or like in spring training when nothing really matters and like they'll be telling stories for the most part and it's like, who is this guy? What? Some college dude from Mizzou? All right, cool. He just grounded out. I don't think we'll see him again. Type stuff. We got the bases loaded for Dmitry Petrovic once again. Maybe this time. Or I think it was 2 on the last time he was up. That is a shot into center field. No one is there, and the Bombers are going to be on the board with a ground rule double, scoring Pete Wheeler and Earl Abbott. Dmitry Petrovic has tied this ball game. And we got Ham Porter now. Just a little 2 outside. Arlene Perez, as a pitcher, does not have good stamina, but she does have a good slow ball. And her hooks are pretty decent, as you can see by that one. That one looks like it's going to be, well, it looks a little too inside. CRK is going to play it safe since there's only 1 out and runners are both in scoring position. He's going to have to swing here. That one's a fly ball into left field. Under it is Moonbeam. The terrible tagging AI in this game will not matter because Star Moonbeam has dropped it. And that will score Petra. Runners at the corners now. It's 3-0 Bombers. 3-2 Bombers now. Tee-hee, haha, I can commentate and take down bots at the same time. Pimbleton up for the Bombers. The Astros are also back up in their bottom half of the third inning. Molly Mays up with one on. A good hit by Pimbleton. That one's going to go. Will Reese Worthington catch it? No, it will go off the back of his head. Ooh, what a play! Using the back of his head, Dmitry Petrovic ricochets the ball into the glove of Earl Abbott. And that's his smarts in full display right there. It seems, thanks to that error, that the Bombers have scored another run, and now we have Alexis Weiss. That's a grounder. Once again to Reese Worthington, who picks it up, throws to first, and that's an out number 2. However, runners are in scoring position. Nan Porter's up. I just now got that. Nan Porter, Ham Porter. I just now freaking got that. No way they didn't do that on purpose. Oh, I'm so stupid. Frankie Holly with 2 on and 2 out for the Astros. Heidi Thurman's going to pop this one up. Worthington under it, off of his head, but Jacinda Smith going to take it and step on first. The Bombers are done after a 4-run third inning. Now we're going to go back to the Astros. Frankie Holly, 2-0. That's a good hook from Sexton, but Holly is going to ground this one. It seems that the Astros might be done here as well, and they are. This seems like a better time than any to do the patented Backyard Sports Center trivia question, not sponsored by Aflac. As you can see, Richie Sexton is on the Bombers team. CRK made it his entire goal to get Richie Sexton to the playoffs because he had not been to the playoffs yet, and now he is in a very decisive LDS game right now. Richie Sexton, 50 years of age, believe it or not. According to Baseball Reference, he started his career, if I'm not mistaken, ooh, we got like the minor league and major league team. That's crazy. He's known for playing in Milwaukee. He's known for playing in Seattle. But he also has played for 1, 2, 3 teams. He started in Cleveland. He ended with the Yankees. Who else did he play for? That's a sharp hit by Alexis Weiss off the top of the little tiny fence. And the Astros are down another run. The score is now 4-1 as AI Alexis Weiss with the frozen rope down the line. Sky's guessing Cardinals. That is incorrect. Cleveland, Milwaukee. This happened in between his stint with Milwaukee and Seattle. I'll say that much. The Astros have used their power-up, the AI Astros, but easy tag out by Ham Porter. And the Bombers need not worry. Not Mets either. I think, I do not remember if Burnett's played for the Mets. I have the answer in mind. I'm going to look that up. The Bombers are back up to bat. Richie Sexton has that double today. I think Burnett, I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, Burnett started in New York. with the Mets. I did not know that. And knowing is half the battle. That is a very high pop-up by Sexton's. Moonbeam is under it. Easy catch for out number 1. Just too high for her to drop it, I'd say. That's a double play by the Astros, and they get a power-up. It's a screaming line drive. The high hook there from Perez. If you're wondering how good Chekhov is as a pitcher, she's got a good left hook. That is it. Worthington off the back of the head of Ham. And Worthington is on. Let's see if Wheeler could also be on. Inside. Smith up for the Astros. Correct. He played for the Junior Bombers right now. A grounder by Pete Wheeler. He has fooled the shift, and he is on with a single. 1 on, 1 out. Smith still up for the Astros. Not her pitch. Earl Abbott. Pete Wheeler, easy steal. That's a walk drawn by Smith. We got some speedy players up. Ooh, PSanchez was like, bunt. No, I can't go back to those days. A grounder. Let's see who all reaches base safely. I think everyone might. Smith? Yes, everyone is safe. That is, the bases are loaded with nobody out. The Astros are in a good position right now. Perez wants to keep with that ground ball styling. Here on the infamous dirt yards. A ground ball, Earl Abbott. Right off of the glove of Jacinda Smith, and Abbott is safe. That one's down the line. Perez was able to get the ball past Porter, and the bases are still loaded, and the Astros have added on that run they lost. So it remains 4-2. Kidding, it's now 5-2. A ground ball by A-Rod. This will score Smith, and A-Rod will sacrifice himself. And they get an extra run as well. Now it's 5-3. One more run from these guys, and it'll be a tie ball game. Thanks to the famous home multiplier. That will not be in effect during the LCS games. That's a foul ball. Two decent power hitters. Fly ball, Chekhov. Going back is Moonbeam. She's going to make the catch. Earl Abbott's going to go to third. Let's see what happens. CRK is very aware now that he's made a mistake. Or has he? Perhaps he has tired out these defenders. Who knows? Molly May, that's low. Ball 3. 3-1. Petrovic had that double earlier. This one's a little bit more of a pop-up. A-Rod under it with the catch, and the Bombers are done here in the fourth. They do get an extra run, though. 5-0. Meanwhile, PSanchez is 4-1. That one is going to be hit right into the glove of Earl Abbott. Out number 2. Here comes Jeets. Jeets wants to score some runs, so he's going to play it safe with the ground ball. That's a very bouncy ground ball. Let's see what happens. That should be good. Yes, it is. It is now 5-5 tie game. Let's see if Arlene Perez can score from second. She will, and it is 6-5 with Derek Jeter at his very short triple. Dirt yards is demonic, I tell you. Now up is Nan Porter with a runner on third. A-Rod is on the other side. Richard Sexton has 5 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1. Nan Porter has a single already. Porter, 58 and 58 power and contact, but she is quite fast. That one's a decent hit into right field where no one was expecting the ball to go. It is now 7-5. Nan Porter will stand for a double, maybe even a triple. Let's see. 2 triples in a row. Absolutely insane. little bit of miscommunication there with the pitcher and catcher. Absolutely insane ball play. Ooh, Frankie Holly deep into left field. It's just foul. Unfortunate for PSanchez. Holly is also up on the AI side. Oh dear. It seems that A-Rod tried to steal and succeeded. With one on, Holly. That's low, and it's going to go past the pitcher, Earl Abbott. The throw home is not going to work. It is 8-5 now. The Astros making the absolute most of this bottom of the fourth. Worthington, the round 9. Going to use a screaming line drive, but not yet. Hittable, but not like what Reese Worthington wanted. My guess is Reese Worthington wants to hit it over that very short little fence over there. He's not going to. He's going to hit it the opposite direction. Off of Richie Sexton, and it goes into left field. Holly's going to go to third. Worthington's going to go to second. And Holly is going to stay at third. Holly's going to try. No, he's not. He knows that the infield is kind of slow, but he is also slow as well. But that is probably the goofiest thing I have ever seen in the, almost 3 years I have been with this, with these guys here in Backyard Sports Center. Pimbleton, sharp line drive foul. The Bombers are back up in the top of the 5th. Runners in scoring position for the Astros. That's a high curve. Smith. Does she have the green light? No, she does not. Well, she probably would have done a good job hitting that one. That is ball 4. The bases are loaded for Star Moonbeam. Artie Pimbleton. A-Rod having a hard time at third. Not quite. Pimbleton too fast. One out. Alexis Weiss. That is a well-placed hook for strike one on Star Moonbeam's side. Weiss is 88 power, 40 contact. That might be too high. It is too high for a good hit. He's going to switch to line drive to play safe. A hit and run is not possible. Ooh, a good pitch by Frankie Holly. Good corner fastball. And it seems Heidi Thurman's going to have to try her best. But she does not have a hit this series. Pop fly. Ooh, it goes past everyone. Heidi Thurman might be able to reach first. Yes, she does. Ooh, my goodness. A lot of Little League Baseball being played today. A little bit of a miscommunication there. We'll have another run score for the Astros. But they throw it back to third for that third out. 7 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Absolutely incredible. The score is now 9-5. Stumble out of bed and I tumble in the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition. Yeah, we got some pitchers now. I might as well go ahead and tell you. I can't. You seriously hating on Dolly Parton? I can't believe you. I can't believe you. The queen herself. Might as well go ahead and tell the answer to that question. Richie Sexton in 2004 played for the Arizona Diamondbacks. She sees great. I don't. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Thing is, I can't talk too much crap. He's the commissioner. I feel like he totally could just turn my mic off at any whim. This could be a double play. It won't be, but throw to second is in time. Deep drive. Will Pete Wheeler catch this one? No, he will not. What a shot by AI Arlene Perez. And the score is now 9-4. Out of all the players, Arlene Perez with the center field shot. That is incredible. Worthington is pitching now for the Astros. Both teams have one more chance to score some runs here. Good try by Ham Porter, but wasn't able to catch that one. Not today. Maybe another day. Worthington as a pitcher, especially with that buff, 95, I want to say intelligence? Yeah, 95 intelligence, 50 stamina, 89 right hook, and a decent slow ball to boot. Well, I guessed decent slow ball, but after a few pitches, it kind of just went downhill. The slow ball is, oh, the slow ball is one of the weaker pitches. The fastball is one of the better pitches. Okay, they started hitting at the exact same time, so I got to laser focus on this one. Perez. Really tempting to try and hit that zigzag with no power-ups. Inside for strike 2. Perez is going to hit this one. Ground ball past Abbott, past Petrovic, and that'll be a base hit for Arlene Perez. Continuing to do magic for these Astros tonight. Pete Wheeler. Ooh, very, very tough pitch to lay off. That one's grounded over into left. Picked up by Jeter. Throw to first. Not in time. Pete Wheeler too fast. Alex Rodriguez. This is pre-Rangers Alex Rodriguez. More known for his defense and style. In fact, I would even call it 90s Alex Rodriguez. It's off of Pete Wheeler's head. Arlene Perez might be thrown out at second. Yes, she will be. A-Rod's going to go back and save himself on first base. They'll bring up Molly May. May looking to possibly hit one out. That would be cool if someone did that. But she'll hit it onto the ground. Rodriguez is losing speed here. May will stay at first. Oh, Earl Abbott with a good opportunity here. That one's grounded. But out number 1. Reese Worthington right there. Petrochekhov, though. That's a deep drive by Derek Jeter. Pete Wheeler under it to make the catch, and the Astros are done. 9 runs in total. So the Bombers just need to score 5 in this inning to come close. They need 6 to win. Right to Derek Jeter. Throw to first. 2 down. Dmitry Petrovic. He was clutch earlier today. Let's see if he can continue the clutchness. That's low for ball 1. That's a deep drive into center field. No one is there. Pete Wheeler is going to score. This is another ground rule double for Dmitry Petrovic. We got Ham Porter now. There's a deep drive by Porter. It's running back his boom beam. Is she going to make the catch? No, she's not. Petrovic going to score all the way from second base. 7-1. Well, Porter makes it. Pimbleton's going to come up now. Pimbleton's going to go for that hit and run. Smart move by CRK is going to hold that one off. Ooh. That's another strike for Pimbleton. He's reached safely all 3 times today. Ooh, backwards. That's a deep drive by AI Ham Porter. Star Moonbeam going to run back. She is going to make the catch. And as a blooper by Porter, by Pimpleton, throw to first. That is it. PSanchez and the humongous Astros guaranteed are going to play Sky and the Indians for the LCS championship. And we'll play, winner of that will either play Depp or Visery in the World Series. So congratulations to both players. What a game. That got a little close there near the end. You cannot say that CRK did not go down without a fight. But that'll do it for this matchup. See how this game winds down. Rishka Sexton with 7 strikeouts. It's a grounder right to him. And that'll do it. There it is, folks. Those are your final scores. 7-1 on CRK's side. 9-1 on PSanchez's side. That is a final score of 9-6. And once again, whoops. Hello. Did I accidentally? Yeah, it's fine. We'll just like that. There we go. Anyways, congratulations, of course, to both players, but especially congratulations to PSanchez, who will be moving on to the LCS versus Sky later on in this postseason. That'll wrap things up here, of course. We are absolutely grateful to have you here. Thank you very much for watching. We are going to now send it to a random someone that I'm going to come up with right now. We're going to raid this guy named Bilbo Swaggins. I bet you he's had that name for probably years. Oh, is he back? Is he leaving?
Well, we won the first game. Not barely. I think we did pretty good.
Oh no, I think he's ending stream.
But second game, that one wasn't so good. That was a little bit rough. Thank you all for joining.
Oh, you got to be joking me. Oh, right when I think I found someone, it just didn't work out. This is kind of a what about backyard football or something like that? Is everyone playing that? No? Darn. Not specifically 2004. What are you talking about? Hang tight, folks, while I find someone playing any of the backyard sports games. Anyone at all. No, I don't think so. I think we're just going to have to end stream right here. That is all good. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next time here on the Backyard Sports Center.